came home from work and I had to spend the day at my mum's. The floor's completely soaked. That filled up during the day. And now this is just letting in more water than ever. The walls are even more drenched. Just completely soaked in. Hello everyone, I am the Roaring Rar and welcome to my first ever studio vlog video that should have been made probably about 4 years ago but never was. And there's a whole bunch of reasons for that I'm going to show you in this video. But I finally have a lovely working space and I'm going to show you how it went from an absolute mess to a place where I can actually be creative for a change and not feel cramped in a small space or have all my supplies spread out across my couch. So let's get started. So as you can see, there was just a huge mess to deal with. Things have been piling up over the years, stuff still hadn't been unpacked from when I moved in years ago, and it was just getting to an unbelievable point, and I needed a space to work in. So over the last handful of months I have been getting through this, but there was a lot of things going on in the 4 years leading up to this. And then the flooding came. The roof was old, and one day water just started coming in, and it got worse and worse as time went on. When the roof got repaired, all it did was shift the water further down to the other end of the flat, and you could see it there, just dripping to pieces. It was filling up jugs overnight, or it was filling them up during the day. I would come home from work and see a mess all over the floor because the jug had overflowed, as you could see at the start of the video. It was the most stressful time I'd ever had, and it wasn't exactly great to have that happen not long after first moving into the place. It was cold and damp. This was during winter. It was a very stressful time. So of course during then I wasn't going to get a craft room made because the place was a mess. So the roof was finally repaired and I could start putting some things together again. But between work and lack of motivation, all the stress that came with it, I just didn't want to do it. I just wasn't doing anything with it. I couldn't face the room and the mess that was in it. I just didn't want to do it. But now 2020 has happened, and there's more free time going on. So I've been utilising that free time and trying to clear that space in there to give me some better mental health. And that's what I did. It's time to tackle the beast. This is meant to be my craft room. It should have been a craft room years ago. It was not. But now it's going to get tackled. It's going to get done. It's going to be my creative space. It's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I've already cleared tons of stuff. And this looks messy now. It was way messier before. You could not get in the room. And there was big furniture there. I had a big metal plan chest. But now shit's going to happen. First things first is we're going to get this thing organised. Going to get all the clutter out. I'm going to turn it into my ironing space. Iron's going to be kept in there. Sewing stuff, embroidery bits. It's going to be kept in my room where I'm going to need it. And that'll clear a nice big space in here. And then we're going to tackle clutter and boxes and suitcases. Because IKEA furniture is coming very soon. And I want this place cleared in time for it. Let's get started. I know it may not look it to you compared to the last time you saw what was going on, but a lot has been getting done. Big box was cleared out, so all my old sketchbooks are in there. All the paper, all the bits and pieces. Right now I'm just kind of clearing out this wee shelving case here, but a lot of stuff that was in trolleys and all mixed in pieces are all in bags right now. I'm going to keep all that in the room so I can get the walls painted without all this being in the way. And then when the new furniture arrives, new shelving and stuff, then I can get all this organised a bit better because I can't organise it when there isn't really the space to put it in right now. But it is getting there. I'm well and truly happy. I am chuffed. We are actually getting there for a change. And there's a baby. Finding things. Sniffing things. Being a baby. Hello. Dun, 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 dun. A lot of stuff all moved into the centre. Nothing really organised because today wasn't about organising, it was about getting clutter thrown away, rubbish thrown away, bits that I knew I definitely didn't need, like old paper, old scraps, all of it now gone, for the most part as far as I can tell. Everything's kind of contained in boxes, none of it tidied or organised, because the first things I want to get done is paint the walls. Because I've done the bad habit before of getting all my furniture out around the house. Like, I really wish I'd painted the walls before I moved into this flat, but I could never decide what I wanted for it. So now all the furniture's in the centre for this room, I can get the walls painted, and we shall see how that looks when it's all done. Whew, goodness gracious. Warning, what you're about to see is the happenings of someone who cannot make decisions very well, cannot make decisions when it comes to decorating even less effectively, who is also impatient, and tried to do things on her own without consulting her mother, who is very good at decorating. I tried, but I cannot get these air bubbles and things and creases out. I tried my best with it, but plus I fucked up the cutting on that one, and I also don't think the roll I've got is even long enough to fit this small wall, which is a bit shit. So yeah, this has turned out to be a disaster. And then I tried painting. Bippity, boppity. Look at that ooey gooey loveliness. Looks like strawberry jam. Difficult getting this right because I keep looking at the camera to see where the paintbrush is, and then I keep looking at the paintbrush to see what it is. I know there's definitely a bunch of you saying I'm not doing this right, but it's really difficult to hold a camera in your hand and do this correctly. I am also not fond of decorating. I absolutely hate it. This is when, like, I really wish I could just, like, pay friends to come and do this, but most of the friends I know who would do this live nowhere near me right now. Well, rest of the wall to go. Progress so far. Almost done with the first layer. Going a lot faster than what it usually does when I paint things. Because I'm using a roller that actually, like, fits the wheel this time. Oi, Mayhem, you be careful of that paint. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, you. Hey, hey. Wee bum. Get away. Shoo. Is it a dead body? Have I committed the most egregious murder? No. But I could have. And then after all that, I hated the red. I hated it, hated it, hated it. I got the red because my curtains were red and my bookshelf was red, but then it just reminded me of my old bedroom, and I didn't want that. I didn't want my old bedroom in my new place. I didn't want red. It wasn't the right thing. I was making life so much harder for myself. What was wrong with me? So I painted it white. This emulsion is very, very runny. I think it's slightly expired. Not surprised, it's very, very old. It also kinda smells like peanuts. Not sure what that means, but I'm not buying more. Well, I painted every other wall white. I then asked my mum to come and help me find different wallpaper to cover the red wall, and we eventually settled on a nice pink brick. She knows exactly what she's doing, she had all the right tools, she at least had a wallpapering table, and this very cool little metal tool that like hangs on the end of a string, and you get a perfect line. Oh, it was... Oh, just... Ask the person that knows what they're doing. Don't try to do it all yourself. I was impatient. She was busy. I wanted it done that week because it was bugging my brain. My brain wouldn't let the thing die until it was done. So of course I did about 1,000 wrong things before the right thing was eventually done if I just sat and was patient about it. But that didn't happen. So thank you, Mummy, for helping me get this done. Okie dokie. Big reveal. Ta-da! Lovely pink bricked wall. We did find the same kind of purple wallpaper that was in the store before, but there's big red patches on it that I didn't like, and we actually saw a Toy Story wallpaper where it's like the blue sky and white clouds. It looked really cute. But then I saw this and thought it would actually look quite nice, and yeah. I haven't really kind of gone for pink since I was like 14, but it's nice, I like it. Just need some wee touches up in the top to kind of hide the red paint from before, but definitely a much better job since my mummy came to help me do it and did most of it and knew exactly what she was doing. Dun 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 dun! All my Kia stuff arrived! Poor bugger had to lift it up 3 flights of stairs. But it's actually like a lot lighter than what I thought it would be, so I don't feel too bad. I still feel bad he had to carry it up 3 flights of stairs, but check out my doorstop. 1 table down, 1 to go. We have a chair and a butt cushion. I made a mistake. Do you see what's wrong here? Right? That is meant to be flipped. And it's not like I can turn the thing over because it's not exactly even. They were then with like a big bit poking at the top and a flat bit at the bottom. It's... I need to fix this now. Damn it. Do you sometimes wonder if you're just moving the mess from one place to another? Pens, glorious pens. Far too many. Just far too many. I was making good progress. Fine liners, pens, pencils, organised. All the different types of markers all nice and organised. I thought, okay, there's just a few wee bits and pieces to do. In this box here, I had all my Sharpies. I thought, okay, just need to put all these spare Sharpies into this box. There's more fucking pens. God damn it. And it's finally coming together. Probably doesn't look that tidy compared to a lot of things, but for me this is much more organised. Like, that's a box of empty boxes that were all filled. Still a couple of bits of junk to get sorted, but everything now has its place. Acrylic paints, inks, watercolours, chalk, pastels, what does that say? Gouache, forgot to put the E at the end, paint tools, paper, paintbrushes, sketchbooks, Mrs. Potts. I think that's shoe stuff, that's the heat gun and melty plastic stuff. We have more melty plastic stuff, there's wee melty beads, we've got a whole box of stamps in there, they're all collected. Got all my spray paints, spray adhesives. I don't think there's anything in that box right now, but the papers are organised, all the pens are organised. They're all together now. All the markers, all the fine liners, all the pencils, all the grey tones, all the Sharpies, they're all in their own place now. Oh, that's just a box of nail polish in there. Don't even using that. Like, I don't polish my nails. I do not polish my nails a great deal. That is mainly for decorating sketchbooks. All my craft bits, so like the craft sets in there that I haven't used yet, but now they're all in one place, I can actually see them. paper cutters, scissors, glass paints. Everything here is all organised if I want to go back to do polymer clay stuff again. The resin moulds, extra clay, more clay, all the clay. Just, and I replaced the red IKEA bookshelf. There was a brilliant second-hand place in Glasgow that was very kind. They were selling the white one for, I actually can't remember how much they were selling for. They were selling it for dirt cheap. And they were going to charge £20 to deliver it, which I thought was fair, because they were going to take away the old red one, bring me this one, and that wasn't that expensive. Like, it would have cost more to kind of do it all myself, and I couldn't get rid of the old one. So in one go, to have the new one brought, old one taken, and have a nice new one, it suited me well. Using the old bin to collect all the wrapping paper and posters and other things, the easel set up, and I've now got like an actual space to like do my things. So I don't have to have it all cramped in the computer room. It's like I can leave it here, I don't have to tidy it away, I can come back to it. It's fantastic! I love it! Absolutely love it. Well and truly happy. Yay! There's still plenty to do in regards to tidying, organising bits, but there is finally a space. And you can see that how happy I am with this space, considering all the hassle it took to get to just be here. I'm so happy. I can't wait to start actually recording some proper art videos and just having a place where I can go and be like, okay, I want to play with paints today, I want to play with resin today, I want to play with melty things today. It's just, there's a space for it now and it feels so good. So, hope everyone enjoyed watching the vlog. Let's see if I can maybe try and make some more of these. Now that I actually have a space to go and do things, I can now set up a camera, keep more vlogs going and just let you know what's happening. And I'll show you more pictures of the cats, because why not? Take care everyone. Bye!